Hi guys, so you're probably wondering what this paper is for, this hat. It actually goes with this story that I'm gonna read you, and it's called The Magician's Hat. And I love this book, it's so cute. The cool thing about this is the author, his name is Malcolm Mitchell. Here's a picture of him on the back. He used to be on the football team, the Patriots. He didn't play for a long time, but it's cool. He was a football player. So he's the author. He did the words for the story, and then it's illustrated by Joanne Lou Veeroff. Sorry, that's a weird name. Okay. Anyways, The Magician's Hat. So let's see what this story is about. Says, Family Fun Day at the library was filled with exciting events. Book scavenger hunts, storytelling, reading rallies. See the whole picture. Today, for the first time, a magician arrived with a bag of tricks and a big hat. Everyone gathered around to see the magician perform. Now, this is a big picture. Do you see him? He bent a spoon just by looking at it. He made playing cards float in front of his nose. The magician could even make a coin appear from a puppy's ear. When he waved his wand, a banana vanished. That was just the warm-up act. Now the magician was ready to dazzle the crowd with his favorite trick of all. The magician's magic started with a story. So let's start right here at the bending spoon, the cards, then we'll come over here. Okay. When I was a kid, my mom and dad brought me to this library on Family Fun Day. During the book scavenger hunt, I wandered into the reading room. Look at this giant place. Pretty cool. There were hundreds of books. Books about dogs, books about planes, books about the sun and flowers and rain, cities and circus dancers. Out of the hundreds of books, one special book jumped out at me. It was a book about magic. I read and read and read every single word on every single page. I discovered that book wasn't just about magic. I learned that books are magic. Even though I was still in the library, those pages and words took me to places I had always dreamed of going. This is how I knew I wanted to become a magician when I grew up. Soon after that, I got my magician's hat. So these are all the places he went when he was reading books. The Family Fun Day crowd had grown. Kids from all over town were eager to see more of the magician's magic. He asked them, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" Amy shouted, "I want to be a dentist." The magician invited Amy to reach inside his hat. Amy dug deep, deep down until she felt something. It's a Amy shouted. The magician asked, "What is your book about?" "My book's about teeth. Cleaning teeth, fixing teeth, and x-rays." Right away, like magic, Amy saw herself holding dental tools, a toothbrush, and a rinsing cup. But in the library where everyone could see, Amy was hugging her book and smiling. Matt had been watching closely. After seeing Amy's magic, he wondered, what else is in that hat? He called out, "I want to be a famous football player." Oops, I started on the wrong side. Sorry. And so the magician, offered Matt his hat. "Let's see what magic you can find inside." Matt reached in way down. There was something that couldn't fit into just one hand. Matt plunged both hands deep inside the hat and pulled. "It's a book about football. It even has my name on it." All at once, like magic, Matt was on the field. Running, tackling, catching, punting, sometimes fumbling, sometimes falling, lots of times winning. Ryan called out from the back of the crowd, "Wait a second, this is not magic." Amy's and Matt's parents must have told the magician what they wanted to be when they grew up. The magician asked Ryan, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" This was Ryan's chance to prove that the magician was a fake. He snickered and said, "A dog." Let's see. The magician asked Ryan to reach into his magical hat. Ryan said, "I can't feel anything." Sometimes you must really reach and stretch for what you want to be. That's part of the magic. Ryan reached deeper and deeper until his fingers grabbed onto something. He clutched a beautiful book that had nothing to do with dogs. Its pages were filled with letters and paintings and photos and fold-outs, stars and planets and rocket ships. I wonder why he got this book. Ryan had always dreamed of being an astronaut and exploring the wide open sky, hurtling into outer space and zooming to far off galaxies. "Whoa," whispered Ryan. "How did you do that?" "I am not doing anything," the magician said. "You are." "I am?" asked Ryan. "But there's got to be a secret trick in those books." "The desires that are within you bring out the magic in these books. Follow your dreams and they will take you wherever you want to go." The magician turned his hat so everyone could see inside. What are your dreams? So this is a long page, so I'm going to show you. See the whole thing? He's having you like look deep inside his magician's hat. That question made all kind of magic appear. So they're all holding a book and they all have different dreams, different things they want to be when they grow up. And that's the end. I love this book because it tells you no matter what you want to be, you can find it in a book and you can make it happen. You just have to work hard. So this hat is supposed to be your magician's hat, okay? And you can decorate it however you want. If we were at school last year, we did like glitter and stuff, but you know, we do the best we can. So if you have paint or glitter at home, you can do that, or you can just use markers or crayons. You decorate it however you want, however you think it would look beautiful and make you feel like, I'm proud of that. And also think, if you could be anything you wanted when you grew up, what kind of book would you get if you put your hand deep into the magician's hat and pulled it out? What book would you get? So I wanted to be a teacher since I was in 2nd grade because I loved my 2nd grade teacher so much. I thought, oh, I want to be like her. So what kind of book do you think if I was a little 2nd grader and I'm thinking, or a little kindergartner and I'm thinking, I want to be a teacher when I grow up? What do you think, what kind of book I would get when I reached way down inside the magician's book? I think I would get something that tells me about being a teacher, right? You have to be kind, you have to know how to, you have to be able to read and do math and write and love little kids, right? So I think that would be what my book would be about. So think about what your book would be about. What do you want to be when you grow up? And if you think of anything, I'd love to hear from you. Okay? Love you. Hugs.